All right. So on Mildly Infuriating, they've switched the up and down vote arrows, and they've also gone and made the whole page look like a YouTube video. And if you go and try to interact with it, it just freaks out on the bottom. So this is going to look like YouTube Videoception, YouTube video of the page, which itself looks like a YouTube video. Do not be deceived. This bar down here, it's on the video screen. It's not your video messing up and just showing the time slider bar. Okay, just to clarify, because that could be an issue for some people. Anyway, let's start off down here with number 19. Walk down the middle of the aisle for 10 minutes, blocking me from being able to pass, walking at a less than normal pace, talking on the phone, and to top it off, when I did finally get around her, she gave me the stink eye. Oh, I can relate to this so much, but so can everyone, I'm sure. I never understand why someone will make eye contact with you, and then they'll proceed to just, okay, so my car is on the opposite side of the row from where I currently am, but instead of just walking across and then over, I gotta take the hypotenuse of the triangle because that's gonna save about 2 feet of walking. So I'm gonna cause you to be delayed and go at the pace of my walking just so that I walk across the entirety of the aisle the whole time I'm getting to my car, and they've made eye contact with you first before they go and do it. I don't understand. It violates my core pillar in life, which is to not inconvenience other people. I'm gonna cross as quickly as I can, get out of the person's way, and that's that. Ugh! Got my glasses today, thanks UPS. Oh, yeah, looks like they really abided by the whole fragile sign and all that. It's what I've always been told. When it says fragile on the box, what they interpret it as is throw the damn thing harder, or crush it harder, or they probably just have a bunch of dumbbells laying around. Whenever they see a fragile box, they just take one, smash it. That's what I have to envision. I don't think putting fragile helps ever. The fact that this short gets over 4,000 likes, over 40,000 actually, 98,3, well, I guess the comma is actually a decimal in other is it non-English speaking or just your US places? How uncultured I am. Anyway, 98.3 can't pass the Fortnite test. Hold your breath, double tap this photo, follow this account, comment done, breathe out. If you pass, congratulations, you'll get many more victory royales. But why? There's no payoff to this. You don't get anything cool out of it. 98.3% can't just follow our shameless self-promotional mechanisms. Hey, well, if this works really well, you know what I can tell you to do? Because this has nothing to do with Fortnite on the post, but I can give you something that actually has to do with Fortnite. All right? So you'll hold your breath. You click on the top link in the description that takes you over to another channel of mine that's Fortnite short videos. You go over there, you can watch the video. It's like 3 minutes long. You'll probably pass out and die before the end of it, but you should try to watch the whole thing before breathing out. Then come back here, take a deep breath, and you're good. See if you can hold your breath for like 4 minutes. I'd be really genuinely impressed. Same trash can from opposite sides. Now, that doesn't work. That's not how things work. I guess at the end of the day, I think what's happening here is that they just don't do separation of trash and recycling. I bet you that this is all just the exact same receptacle, just like a really big bag. It's probably not, because that would get too heavy. But it's just, they want to seem like they're actually being environmentally conscious, when in fact it doesn't matter at all. It's all going into the garbage dump regardless. There is no recycling taking place here. And it's like whoever manufactured this lid knows that. Because I assume some company actually manufactures this whole thing. It's not just text added on after the fact. And they're just like, oh, do you want to order the one where it seems like you're being a good guy, but actually if people look closely enough, you don't recycle? Then get this one. That's great. This woman's headphones. This is an image of someone who, she has already reached the point of being mildly infuriating, and she pulled I'm sure what happened here, she put the earphones into her purse in absolutely perfect folded condition. The purse was left completely stationary, no movement, nothing happened other than the earphones took on a mind of their own, tangled the hell out of themselves in some unimaginable fashion. Then she reached in, grabbed her headphones, said, "Not this shit again," tried to untangle them, gave up, and was like, "I don't give a short anymore. I'm done. I'm just wearing them like this. I have the two ends. That's all." So she is more mildly infuriated than you are looking at this thing. I'm a failure as a parent, but I've tried to raise them right. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to get that last drop of toothpaste out, you know? There's really no pretty way to do it. Yes, you can roll it from the bottom, and that seems to be the most common way to do it. My step-grandpa actually had a device. I can't remember if he made it himself or if it was for something else, but it worked really well for toothpaste, and that's what he ended up using it for. It was a little roller thing. It had a couple of, like, tooth gears on it, and you would slot the toothpaste roll underneath, crank the thing, and it would actually squeeze up the toothpaste roll all the way to the top. So it would be like completely flat, empty, and then on the other side of the thing, you'd be, you know? I think you know what I mean. Or you can do it this way, which is uglier, but it's probably still a lot of toothpaste trapped in there. You really need one of the patented toothpaste gear crank remover items. The time on my car, 7:62 p.m. or a.m. I think that's more software gore, actually, than mildly infuriating. This would be cross-posted over there if you haven't already. You get some more sweet internet karma points. How does that even happen, though? Like, you would think that this here wouldn't even have the ability to display a 6. Under what circumstance would this slot ever need to go above a 5? That's my question. I wonder how that happens. This 89-degree angle. I don't find that all that mildly infuriating. If it was labeled as a 90-degree angle on something, or it was, I don't know, you were actually looking at the angle of a wall that was supposed to be square and it was this instead, and they just built it wrong, that'd be mildly infuriating. But you used a protractor, I assume. You made an 89-degree angle and you titled it an 89. It is exactly what it is. And 89-degree angles have probably been used a lot at varying points in history. I'm sure that someone has had to do some kind of measurement before that involved an 89-degree angle. I'm not mad. Apparently, I'm in the 13% minority that wasn't mad at this. The pause button icon in Spotify is off-center by 1 pixel. Huh. It is. Now, why? See, there are times when this is a difficult thing to deal with, right? With scaling and stuff, like if it has to work at various sizes, sometimes when it scales down, it's not going to be perfect. But if that's 2 pixels off, it should never be more than 1 pixel off, is the thing. It means that it's not fixed just by sliding this over by 1. You have to slide both of them over. Like the entire pause thing just actually needs to be moved over by 1 pixel, which means it's not exactly a scaling thing. Yeah, that wouldn't even be centered if you scaled it up. What are you doing? Hold on, I'm looking over. I have it right here. Hold on, I need to mute this. Play a song. Yeah, come to think of it, it kind of looks... Now that's going to bother me every time. Spotify is one of my most used programs on my computer. Well, Spotify, why? Fix, please. I look at this button all the time whenever music is playing. Quit my job yesterday because I was tired of the unprofessional environment. Got this text from my supervisor today. Okay, I know tomorrow is your last day, but can you take my Saturday closing shift? It's my niece's birthday party. I'm gonna have to say no to that one, considering I no longer work at this place of employment as of before Saturday. But yeah, I guess that, at least it wasn't like him being angry at you. Could have been worse. When I read the title, I was thinking it was going to be someone like yelling at you for being unprofessional or something like that. I guess it would further reinforce the reason why you quit. But this is at least more innocent, just kind of out of touch with reality. This sink. Oh God, it's going to go under. It's going to go under, right? Is it going to move further? Yep, there we... Oh God. It's just, I mean, we've all had experience with this taking place at different points in our lives when trying to pour something into something else. Water is a true pain in the ass. Water is the ruiner of everything house related. Just ruins everything. If it isn't handled completely perfectly, also mildly infuriating was I think I left my cursor over the GIF. If water is not handled perfectly, it will ruin your life. It will ruin your house. Probably good for your life to stay hydrated. It won't ruin you, but it will ruin your house. This. Yeah, this is a relatable one. Less so the thing getting up into the arch, the mud flap of the office chair, but just the run. Just, as you all know, that's what did in the red headset. Or maybe you've come along since the red headset and you're like, he used to have a red head. Yes, I used to have a red headset. Had it for 10 years. And then I ran over the cable one too many times. If you have a corded headset, and an office chair, it's gonna happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. People have been saying you should try a wireless headset, but there's no way I'll remember to charge it. It's just not gonna happen. And then what if I use it the whole day listening to music, runs out of battery before the day is up, and then I'm like, what do I do? When people answer Amazon product questions they cannot answer. Do these refills work in the Adaptil diffuser? Don't know. Haven't used mine yet. Thanks for the advice. That's very helpful to me. Your quietness would have been even more appreciated. Be like a teacher asking a question in class. Hey, does anyone want to provide input for whatever the topic we have just discussed? Yes, Jordan. No, I have no idea. So why'd you raise your hand? I don't know. I just wanted to say something. Okay. Didn't you learn to not do this when you were in elementary school? Petition to move upvote slightly to the right. 8ball says maybe. Well, it looks like perhaps what they did instead was to just swap the up and down vote arrows. And now I don't actually know which is up and which is down. Is the symbol accurate or is the location accurate? I'm not signed into an account right now, so I can't test. I wanted to kneel down and fix it for him. No way in the world is this... My dude, how do you not realize something is immediately wrong? This is someone who was like, but now you're sitting on the train. Now you have an opportunity to fix it. I can see, oh my God, I'm going to be late. I'm going to miss the train. I'm not going to be at work on time. I'm on probation right now. It's going to be bad. They're going to fire me. I got to be on time. But now you're sitting on the train. There's nothing you can do to accelerate the process. So how are you not going and fixing this? I'm sorry, man. Also, kind of weird that someone is filming your foot zooming in closer, but hopefully the person who filmed this kind of played it off as like, I'm just using my phone. Oh yeah, I'm just zooming in on a web page, not on your shoe, to post on Reddit. This epic sale. New, 1999. Clearance, 1997. Hey, in fairness, if they just cover up the original price, say sale, but don't tell you what it was, then you can only imagine, oh wow, that must be a great price. It's a smart marketing tactic, actually. Makes you think that 1997 is actually a good deal because, you know, you would never do a sale where it's only 0.2% off. You would only do a sale if it was like at least 10, 20% off. So I must be getting a good deal. I'll buy this now. It's a good idea. Bravo. When YouTube videos get deleted and there's no way of knowing what kind of videos were taken off your YouTube playlist, am I the only one? No, this has happened to me where I have accidentally removed a video, but it was already added to the playlist. And then there was like a private and or deleted video in an existing playlist of mine. And then people would have that, they would stumble upon that and I'd be like, oops, sorry, didn't realize that for a few years. My bad. Then I'd finally take it off. And yeah, I don't know why, rather than just, well, from my perspective, because if I'm the one controlling the playlist of a particular series for people to watch, I would just rather that it skip the video being deleted. Why do you even keep the deleted video in the playlist? It should just go from Tinder Samurai to Elijah Who. What is Tinder Samurai? Now I'm interested. Or it should just go from Depression Sweater to Elijah Who. None of these should be there. But I guess if you're the one who made the playlist just for the videos you like, you want to know when it's deleted. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know the best way to handle it. And this, the #1 post of the last month. Yeah, that's frustrating, but it's even worse when it's your pants that do it, because sometimes when you wear jeans, your jeans do it. It's even worse though when you buy a pair of swim trunks and those swim trunks just do it at all times. It's not just when you sit down, it's when you're walking around too. They just are permanently bulged there, and it's like, how are you gonna manufacture swim trunks that constantly have a massive bulge there that is just the fabric? It is purely the fabric, but it doesn't look like it's purely the fabric, because why would the fabric stay like that when you're standing up and walking around? And I didn't notice until it was too late, because it's a bummer. But yes, to have some sweatshirts too, either one. I just happen to think it's worth with swim trunks, because there's nothing you can do about that. It's just, damn it. All right, well, that was it for the last month of Mildly Infuriating. I hope you've been infuriated. Make sure to like if you were infuriated, subscribe if you're not already, and if you want to listen to music playing in the background, link is the outro over on Mirror Music, and you should also try my Fortnite challenge. Holding your breath and going and watching the Fortnite Cinema newest video, dude. Link in the description. Okay, I'll see you later.